Hey guys, and welcome back to another special edition of Chosen Farm and Sawmill, where what we do is we play with wood all day long. We take the trees, cut it all the way down to little bitty pellets and sawdust and everything in between. So be sure to check us out, chosenfarm.org. We are a Christian charity, and also follow us down below. Again, thanks for watching.
Okay, so today we're going to do some double cuts. If you look right there on where the blade is, I had to remove the safety protection there because we're going to be using that side of the blade as well. That means that nobody's safe, not even you. Nobody's safe. So we're going to do a little bit of setup here, and then we'll start cutting and see how it works. What we ran into there coming back was that between the log guide and the blade guide, there's literally right at 2 inches. The piece over there was a little high, so what happened was it got caught up there, so I had to back it up, raise the blade up, come cut that first level, then come down and cut the second level. Well, my plan here is to cut 2 1/4 inch thick by 12.5 inch wide boards. This is of course a customer order, and I'm going to challenge to do it here instead of on our other saw. So I'm thinking I may need to take that section off there to give me the extra height. Otherwise it's probably going to just fight me on every board, so I'm going to do that and then we'll continue. So got that piece off. There's one more. Now that I've got a good amount of clearance between here and here. And so here are the 2 pieces. First is the protector. This is to keep us all safe, which we're not safe anymore. And then this is the guide. This is what will push your logs back off from one end to the other if you choose to use it. I've not stepped into that arena as of yet, but who knows, one day, right? So of course one of the downsides is the crank back and forth, but I'm going to make a few passes to get down to almost the full 12 inches. Then I'll come back over onto this side to get the second pass, and I might actually go down this side first because I'm over here, and that way when I do the other side, then I'm done. Pushing 100 degrees today. Whew. I'm sweating like I got out of a pool. Anyway, let's take a look at this board. It looks like it came out pretty clean. I don't have indifferences in the grain and levels. That's cut nice and smooth there. And of course then the board itself. And then we will of course check our dimensions because they are important. And there is that 12 1/4, and there is, if I can get under it, there is 2 1/4. Which means, and why are we cutting it that size? Because as it gets loaded into the kiln and dries the wood is going to shrink. And as the wood, of course, shrinks, we need it to still be measuring 12 by 2. That's the order that they take from us about every 5 weeks, about 800 board foot. One of these boards weighs in between 160 and 200 pounds depending on its weight. No, I can't pick it up. We use a tractor for it. It's amazing. It's not Home Depot wood that you can grab and walk out the door with. Of course, we don't do lumber like at Home Depot where things are on a different dimensional of, 2x4 is 1.5 inch by 3.5 inches. Rough cuts, if they're 2 inch, they're 2 inch. If they're 4 inch, they're 4 inch. If they're 10 inch, they're 10 inch. So looking at the log here, we can see that we've got the piece on the side that I will end up slicing off when I get low enough for my blade to take it all off. And you can see on the right side the ditch there that I've cut. In between that is my 12.5 inch minus the 1/4 inch thickness of the blade, which gives me the 12 1/4 inch width. So I would say that I've got 2 of them before I get to this lip, and then I've got 3, 4, I might actually get 5 of them out of this. And that is 1 rack, 5 of them at 26 board foot, a little over 100 board foot. So here we go.